I have actually often said this about Jean Cocteau. He was a Renaissance man. He was extremely powerful in all modes of expression and art. A jack of all trades, but a master of none. I don't think Cocteau was a master of any of the forms of art he pursued, but he could have been. I think he could have been a phenomenal filmmaker. He's already occasionally brilliant, but he never focused for too long on one form of art. And I'm not saying that I don't want any of his poems or novels, uh, just so I could have more films, better ones, but some people are like that. Some people have too much energy, too much going on inside, so much to express, so much noise to make, but they don't know what method to make it through. The closest that Jean Cocteau ever got to mastery was Beauty and the Beast, 1946. It's a near masterpiece. It fumbles around a little. There's a part of it that is devoted to being unsentimental, which I have no idea how you would even tell a fairy tale without sentimentality, and also why you would even want to. It defeats the purpose of a fairy tale, which is what this opening makes a plea for our childlike sensitivity and our sentimentality, and then portrays basically none of it in the film. Goes out of its way to depersonalize objects rather than um, make them larger, make the emotionality of the objects be have texture that you could feel, and you can feel nostalgic for something. I mean, the opening asks for nostalgia. It asks for you to remember what it's like to hear the words "Once upon a time," the open sesame of youth, and then it doesn't make any more pleas for nostalgia, which you have to follow through on it, which it doesn't necessarily do. The film is completely alive. Um, I think that it's remarkably imaginative, uh, incredibly atmospheric, in a way that borders on creepy but stays on the side of the effortlessly romantic. But once again, it's romance without true sentimentality. It's almost like, I hate to offer this kind of criticism, but Jean Cocteau seems to, for all of the life of his characters and of his atmosphere, he seems to be robotic in a sense of going through these motions of his fairy tale that he's telling. It all feels a bit too preordained. Fairy tales should feel predetermined, but they shouldn't feel so predetermined that it's kind of dehumanizing to the players involved. Um, its stars are incredible. Beauty and the Beast are incredible, and Beast was played by Cocteau's lifelong lover, who I saw in Donkey Skin recently, and I loved him there. And Jacques Demy made Donkey Skin and put in quite a few nods to Cocteau and to Beauty and the Beast. Cocteau does kind of refine the fairy tale by providing Beast with a unenchanted, uninteresting, brutish double in the film, and he has them kind of swap bodies near the end. Kind of makes you think that Belle has gotten the physique that she was attracted to, but with a beastly nature. The true nature of the primal, which I think the true nature of the primal for Cocteau is probably so sensual that it's hypersensitive. She gets to have everything she ever wanted, and they fly off together in the sky to go in search of a kingdom. It's a good movie. It's nearly masterful, but Cocteau makes pleas, he makes promises that he doesn't necessarily keep. And I think it's because he becomes far too interested in the visuals, in the atmospherics, and loses track not of the fairy tale, because he tells the fairy tale fine. Like, the fairy tale is told competently and in an inspired fashion. It's just that he opens the film with literally going for the open sesame of youth, once upon a time, begs for your nostalgia, begs for your sentimentality, and gives you absolutely nothing human to be a part of. And also, Beauty and the Beast should have quite a bit of humanity, and I don't really see any humanity here. I see performative. I see performative humanity, but I don't see any actual humanity here. I mean, it's wonderful that that Beast is so animal he's human, or so human he's animal. Like that's lovely. But Belle is kind of an empty vessel here. Their love, I'm not sold on it. I think it's a wonderful film to gawk at, to look at. Uh, People are beautiful. Oh, it even has my favorite girl from the rules of the game. I don't remember her name, mostly because I butcher it every time I even attempt to say it, but if you know rules of the game, you know who I'm talking about. She's my favorite, and she's in here as a cruel older sister, and I love seeing her. The people in here are beautiful and are great, and do often or always look perfect within the frame. It's just that the frame is only capturing an atmospheric perfection and not really an emotional one. And I know that'll ruffle some feathers, but that's the way it is. It's not my favorite version of Beauty and the Beast, and this will really be controversial, I guess. Disney's Beauty and the Beast is a lot better. You can dislike the video now, I don't really care. Cocteau is a jack of all trades but a master of none. He always lacked in something. There was always something lacking in his work. And Beauty and the Beast, while it's the closest to being masterful, is still not. There's still something that is just malformed about it. There's a deformity in Beauty and the Beast, and I'm not talking about the Beast. I'm talking about the humanity. The humanity is not there. The romance isn't there. The passion isn't there. It's just atmosphere. The makeup is wonderful. The creature design is lovely. The set design is legendary. The atmosphere is gorgeous. It would just be nice if you put some sentimentality inside of it. I don't think that a rose or a glove is significant just because you tell me that it is. I want to know what the texture of that glove is like. I want to know what it feels like. I want to know exactly how it represents the relationship between Belle and LeBête. I want to know exactly how it personifies their love. You can't just tell me that it does. You want me to feel nostalgic? Give me an object to feel nostalgic over. Give my sentimentality a purpose, because sentimentality without purpose is not sentimentality. It's a fairy tale like atmosphere, and that's not great, but it almost is. Beauty and the Beast is really good, and everyone should watch it. It's an essential for film, not only an essential French film, but just an essential film in general, and I really do like it. I just I've always had these problems with Cocteau. I feel like if he focused on one thing, he probably would have been one of the best at it. But since his creativity was shared to all sorts of different modes of art and representation and presentation, we don't have Cocteau the master. We have Cocteau the Renaissance man. And while that may be inspiring, it's not everlasting. I'm your stupid boyfriend, and I think I just criticized Jean Cocteau like a jackass.